Hey, hey, hey! You are live with this guy right here, the Spadaman, here on the Anything Show channel. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel if you've subscribed. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and you'll know every time I post something. You may want to just see what this guy is going to play. This guy's going to say. It could be anything. That's the title of the show. If you've never been here before, I try to play stuff that either may have a huge following already and I just want to comment on it, or I try to give people a little something maybe different. Maybe they haven't heard it before. Try to garner a following for something. And, tonight is one of those nights. I am really inspired to play something different than what I've been playing so far on the channel. And I think if you have tuned into my channel before, you know I'm a huge fan of rock and metal. And then if you haven't, well, now you know. Now you know I like rock and metal. And with that being said, obviously all the classic rock and metal heroes of mine are, Led Zeppelin, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Ozzy. The list is countless. But this song that I'm going to play tonight is actually from a member of one of those bands I just mentioned. And it's Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden, the guitarist from Iron Maiden. He's doing some solo stuff with a gentleman by the name of Richie Kotzen. Now, from what I read, Richie Kotzen was in a band called the WINERY DOGS. I don't know if he's still in this band. I don't know if Adrian Smith is still in Iron Maiden, for that matter. I know Iron Maiden's putting out an album. They had a single that just came out, and I will actually do a profile on that song in the near future. So I don't know if this is just a one-time collaboration. Maybe this is something they're going to do off and on periodically. But I'm very interested to hear what these guys are going to do. Now, they got a few songs out on YouTube, out and about, and I just wanted to pick one. I chose a song called Solar Fire. Now, why did I choose Solar Fire? I don't know. I figured I just randomly threw a dart at the board and see what it hit, and Solar Fire was the winner. Maybe there's some other songs they do that you may have heard and you want to turn me on to hearing one of them. Please do so. Put a comment right down there and let me know something from Smith and Kotzen maybe they're doing and you'd want me to talk about it. But without any further ado, let's get to the song. This is Solar Fire by Smith and Kotzen. Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden. Richie Kotzen from the WINERY DOGS. Listen to the music. All right. That was Smith and Kotzen, Mr. Adrian Smith and Mr. Richie Kotzen, in their self-titled debut album that just came out in March called Smith and Kotzen. And that was Solar Fire. Dude, that song was on fire. Woo! That was hot. That was really, really good. That is so not what I expected. Knowing Adrian Smith and his background, I sort of almost expected a metal thing, but it wasn't. It was very classic rock, blues rock, sort of. Got a little bit of different, such a different sound than I was expecting. Both guys play guitar, so both guys are doing a really solid job. Both guys sing in this song. Obviously, I think Richie Kotzen sings probably a little bit more than Adrian Smith does, because Adrian obviously did not sing in Iron Maiden. And I don't know if Richie Kotzen sang in the Winery Dogs, which now I'm curious. Now I'll have to hear something that he did with them. One thing I did notice, and I thought I recognized him, and now after just looking at notes I have here on the band, I thought that might have been Nico McBrain on drums, former Iron Maiden drummer. And from what I'm reading, in fact, that song, he does play on it. So kudos to them for having Nico McBrain play on the album or play in the video. That's real cool that he decided to play with them. Now, whether or not those guys are going to go back to play with Maiden, it's another story altogether. I might have to read up and see if either one of them are, maybe they're just not playing with them anymore, or they're just taking a little hiatus or whatever. But that was really, really good. And in fact, Richie Kotzen's voice sounded very, very familiar, like I had heard it before. But you know what he does sound? He has a sort of a voice that reminds me of two different guys. One sounds a little bit like Chris Cornell, just a bit. Maybe you hear it, maybe you don't. I think I hear it, and he sounds a little like Glenn Hughes. Now, Glenn Hughes has been in multiple bands. He's been in Whitesnake. He's been in Black Country Communion with Jason Bonham. He is also now in the Dead Daisies. So he's been around forever. And Richie Kotzen, curiously, sounds a lot like a mixture of both him and Chris Cornell. Maybe I'm just hearing things. I don't know. Sometimes I like to compare guys and say, oh, he sounds a little bit like this guy or that guy, or they sound a little bit like this. I don't know. But to me, that was really good. They have a bunch of other stuff, so I'm curious to now hear the rest of what they play. And from what I'm reading here, their first single was released in January. It was called Taking My Chances. So maybe that'll be the next one I play. And then there's a bunch of other ones that they list here. In fact, let me see. They got their discography here. And let's see. They got 9 songs on the album. Oh, they got some nice rankings on Billboard. Not that I really pay much attention to that, but curious to see when it's a new album, sort of where it sort of what kind of reaction they're getting for it. Yeah, not bad. Heat Seeker albums 1, U.S. Top Rock albums 15, Top Hard Rock albums 9. In the UK 17. So yeah, they got some pretty good numbers there. But I'm curious now to hear something else they do. Let me know what you think of Smith and Kotzen. By doing that, you put it in the comments right down there. If you like this song, you like my commentary, you like anything about what I did here tonight, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, I apologize. I'll try to do better next time. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea. Maybe it's my face that just distracts the hell out of you. And you're like, oh, I'm going to dislike that guy. I don't like that guy. I get a harumph out of that guy. No. Or if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you have subscribed, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it for all the love and support. With that being said, I have nothing else to say except for rock on, rock out.